If you want to get an anime level chest, but have zero access to a bench press or dumbbells, don't worry, because I got you. Because in this video, I'm going to show you how you can get an anime level chest at home with just push-ups. Hello, welcome. For this workout, you're not going to need that much equipment. All you're going to need is a chair, which you probably have, and something to elevate your hands, which could be a smaller chair, but I'm going to use these parallettes that I'll set to the side here. And the first exercise we're going to do to get that strong chest is going to be archer push-ups. Now, if you can't do full archer push-ups with your arm straight like this, what you can do is do an archer push-up with a slight bend in your arm. That way, when you lean over, you still have some extra support. But I'm going to be doing full archer push-ups, and we're going to be doing 10 reps per side. So get into the position, get a wide grip or whatever grip is comfortable for you, and then let's begin. All right, should get you pumped up already. We're gonna be resting for 1 minute. Now, the reason why we do archer push-ups first is because it is going to be the hardest exercise of our workout. And that's why we always wanna start with the hardest. Hard exercises like unilateral movements where you're using one side at a time, you generally want at the start. That's when you're most focused, that's when you have the most energy, that's when you have the most strength. Now, if you're struggling with the archer push-up, again, you can bend the arm a little bit. So instead of going all the way straight, you're going a little bent, right? But if you are going all the way straight, you're still struggling. Just imagine turning, like you gotta turn your hands outwards and imagine just leaning forward, leaning into the working hand. So this is just a support. You're not trying to press with the straight arm, but it's helping you balance. So don't worry about trying to push with this arm. It's more so just keeping your balance as if you were doing a one-arm push-up. All right, if you're ready for it, take us down with our next set. Get into the position, straighten up. And again, hands facing outwards, bent arm or straight arm. I'm gonna do straight arm. 10 more, here we go. How many reps am I? How many reps am I at? I'll do one more just in case. Whew. Okay. At this point, you should really be feeling it in your chest because we're spreading out. You're sort of getting that entire full chest in this exercise. Now with the last set coming up, you're gonna think, oh, this is difficult. Oh no, I'm just not going to be able to complete this workout because of the first exercise. First of all, you can complete this exercise even if you find this too difficult. If Sung Jin Woo fought the dogs the first time and was like, damn, this is hard, I'm never ever gonna get to S rank, then he would just give up, anime would be overdone. But instead he persevered, continued, fought at his level, and he progressed, he got to S rank, right? If you're doing this workout and you find that it's too difficult for you, you can always just lower the regression. So don't give up, but just keep going. And to keep going, we gotta keep going. So, last set of archer push-ups, get into position. Here we go. Push through it. Sick. By the way, guys, if you want more exercises that you can do at home with zero equipment to build an anime level physique, you should definitely check out my free anime trainer app, link in the description. All right, so we just did archer push-ups that targets pretty much the whole chest. Now we're gonna be hyper-focused on that lower chest. Lower chest is something that's very prominent on characters like Baki, so we wanna develop this if we want super round and luxurious pecs. Best way to do that is dips. Now, I recommend you guys doing dips on your chairs or whatever you have available. But since I have rings, I'm gonna be using rings. It's my preference. You don't have to use rings, but I prefer it. So just get into your dip position. Make sure your pecs are engaged. Then lower down slightly, leaning forward a bit. Push up. There we go. And the rings add an extra instability. We're gonna be doing 11 more. Here we go. Awesome. Now, a common mistake I see people do with dips is one of two things. One, they either go too far back and they don't lean enough, or they lean far too far forward and then it's not as good as well. You want that kind of balance of leaning forward while extending. Because if you don't lean forward enough, you're extending too much. Sometimes it aggravates the shoulder and you're getting less chest. But if you lean too much, you're getting a lot of chest, which is great, but you don't get much stretch as well on the pecs, which is very important. And if you are gonna be getting a deep stretch on the chest, just make sure you handle it slowly because you don't wanna get injured. So, next set of 12, get ready into position. Nice and strong. Here we go. Some of you might have noticed that I'm breathing in a particular way when I was doing the archer push-ups, when I'm doing the dips, and when I'm gonna do the future exercises. I'm breathing in on the way down, breathing out on the way out, and that's intentional. When you're doing any exercise, that's the breathing pattern that you want to adopt. It helps you lift better, helps you lift stronger. Think of it like being a Hashira in Demon Slayer. They have their breathing technique that helps them become stronger. It's because the oxygen saturates their muscles, they're a lot stronger. That's exactly what we want to do. We are preparing to get strong, so use your Hashira breathing technique to breathe in, get the oxygen in the muscles, and then breathe out to get the carbon dioxide out as you're doing the rep. I don't know the science behind it. I know it helps me. Just pretend you're a Hashira doing some fire breathing technique or something. All right, back into our last set of dips, another set of 12. And again, into position. Breathe in on the way down, then breathe out on the way out. Here we go. That last rep was really helping me push, man. Dips, again, one of my favorite exercises for the chest. It's one of the best exercises for the chest. There's a reason why they call it the upper body squat. It's because you're using your entire body weight. It feels really good to do. And yeah, it's just a great chest builder. If you're skipping this, then what the hell are you doing with your life? So the next exercise right after dips is going to be explosive push-ups. Targeting that middle chest again, like the archer push-ups, but now we're working on fast, explosive strength. So if you wanted the punching power of Baki, then this is what you gotta do. So get into regular push-up position and lower down, controlled. So lower down, controlled, and then explode up, then lower down, controlled again. That's our first rep. We are going to go for 11 more. All right, so the reason I love explosive push-ups so much, besides training explosive strength, is that the reps generally don't change for everybody as you get stronger, which means as long as you're pushing with all of your might and you are just constantly exerting maximum effort, maximum speed, hitting the same number of reps is going to just feel the same, because as you get stronger, you're pushing more and more. You're just exerting 80, 90% of your power every single rep, it's not gonna change. You can do the same number of reps, you're just pushing harder. So that's the thing I love about it the most. If you are getting super gassed though, before we are hitting 12 reps, then what you can do is explode, explode, explode up. And then once you get tired, you can go fast on the way up, but you don't have to be hovering or pushing above the ground. All right, rest is over. Let's get back into it. Here we go. 12 more. Whew. Very nice. Now, if you're struggling with the explosiveness and you want to go higher, you want to be pushing harder, there are two ways that can help you. Number one, use anime as inspiration. Think of Bakugo launching himself across the stratosphere with his explosions. Think of any powerful anime character punching anything super fast. That's basically what you're doing to the ground. You're exploding upward. Just imagine yourself in that anime training montage. You're alone on the gym floor and you're just doing explosive push-ups and you're pushing as hard as you possibly can, just imagining the explosive scenes in all the animes. The second tip is a technical one. If you are pushing upwards and you want to be using the strength of your chest, imagine pushing with your hands closer together. That's going to activate your chest more because it brings it across your body and it's going to allow for a more powerful push. And speaking of powerful push, let's get right into it here. So, back on your hands, controlling the way down, 12 more. Hell to the freaking yeah. So, explosive push-ups, again, super awesome. They target the entire chest because you're doing it on the floor, you're doing it level. Great for developing your strength, great for developing your speed. Feels really cool when you do it, and anybody can do it at any level because as long as you're pushing with as much effort as you possibly can, it scales with you. So now your chest should be really feeling pumped right now after all of those exercises. For the final exercise, we're going to be doing decline deficit push-ups. Now, this is where the elevation comes in, like a chair, and this is where the parallettes come in to help get a better stretch on the pecs and also help you perform the decline deficit push-up a whole lot better. So, with the chair behind you, with whatever's elevating your hands, whether that's books or anything, get into the position. Drop down, get a good stretch, go as much as you can, and then back up. That's our first rep. We're gonna be doing 12, so 11 more. Here we go. That feels really good. One of the reasons I love this exercise is because the deficit, when you get a really nice stretch on the pecs, it does help with the pec mobility, but more stretch means more gains. But also the decline part is awesome because I'd probably go with something higher than this chair, but the more elevated it is, the more your upper pecs can feel it. Some form cues you need to remember in order to do this exercise successfully is, first off, getting as deep of a stretch as possible, being very controlled on the way down and the way up, and second, having your abs engaged the whole time. So I'm guilty of this as well. Sometimes my back starts to arch when my abs are disengaged and it takes away from my chest. So just remember, get a deep stretch, keep the core rigid. You'll go along with this exercise. Let's go for our second set of 12. Feet up, remember core engaged. Holding on to the parallettes or books or whatever you got. And let's go, deep stretch, here we go. Hell yeah, that's good. You guys might not have been able to notice, but during the workout, I could feel my abs disengaging. So at some point during the set, I had to remember, oh, I gotta re-engage, and then boom, put the abs back in. Now guys, we're approaching the last set of the exercise. You guys have been super awesome pushing through, but if you still need that motivation, just think that like you're a Saiyan and you're charging up some form of blast when you're on the way down. That stretch is that reflex, that energy that's being stored into your chest to ultimately push you back up. So think about that. It's just energy being stored as you're stretching down. Because this is a deceptively difficult exercise to do because of that extra range of motion you need. So yeah, if you think about it that way, then ooh baby, you're gonna be strong. Let's now get into the last set. Here we go, push through it guys. You got this, I believe in you, I believe in me. Last 12. Before you officially finish the workout, you need to have a cool down period where you just stretch out your pecs, because now your pecs are gonna be super tight. You gotta stretch them out at the end. Because you're gonna wanna have the mobility and the energy to tackle other muscle groups, such as your back. And if you wanna develop a demon back, you should watch this video right here to see how you can get one yourself with just pull-ups.